Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Robert. I'm managing director of district heating and cooling arm of Utilitas company, which has been district heating operator here in Tallinn for 20 plus years. We operate also in some other cities, and first and foremost, those who are coming from abroad, welcome to Tallinn. Welcome to Estonia. The weather you see at the moment seems like a winter in southern countries, but hey, it's not. It's late summer. It's going to be as gray as today, but 10 degrees colder, and that's called autumn, and it's going to be raining. And then we have winter, which is snow stuff. For some people really bad. The white stuff for some people really enjoyable to ski. Then we have similar weather as today, and again 10 degrees colder and raining. It's called spring. The leaves are coming, and then we have summer. The reason I'm talking about this is that we do have 4 seasons. We're really proud of the 4 seasons, and frankly speaking, we would like to keep it in that way. We would like to keep 4 seasons as opposed to having a one endless hot or cold or tornadoes or whatsoever. In order to do that, we have to preserve our nature, and I think this is all about the conversation about green transition. 2 words about Utilitas company. We are an energy group who has its roots in district heating. Currently, we are out of district heating. We also construct and operate the wind parks. Our largest project also includes sea wind parks, sea turbines. We heat 8 cities in Estonia, altogether with about approximately or slightly less than 20 million square meters. We have 5,500 buildings connected. In Estonian regulation way, the clients of the district heating and cooling company is the building, not the individual apartment. We produce 2.3 terawatt hours energy, out of which 1.6 is renewable, and we are the largest renewable energy producer here in Estonia. As asked from the mayor, we also operate some solar parks, and we're going to install next to our CHP plants the new solar farm. And by the way, thanks for those who joined us yesterday evening in Mustamäe combined heat and power plant visit. Thanks for being there and see this is what we do. Of course, together we can stop the global warming, and I'm emphasizing the fact that this is really together. I'm not going to repeat what has been told before. I would just like to add a couple of facts. What district heating offers for the government, and it's not the individual but joint effort, we offer some solutions. We offer the pressure being taken off from electricity grids by moving some of the load to district heating. Because what we think, or what is inevitable, is that it's impossible to achieve national effort sharing regulation targets without buildings being connected to climate-friendly energy. We also see the sector coupling as being discussed yesterday, and our mission in doing this is to leave as it is with the 4 seasons. However, the story is not one-sided. I'd like to take you back about 14 months from today. As noted, we still have in the big peak load in Tallinn, we still use natural gas as a peak load fuel. It's 1/3 of the overall portfolio, but it's there. As always, in the summer, we do the tenders to fulfill the tanks, so to say, for the coming heating season. Our absolute minimum required fossil fuel share is 650 gigawatt hours. We do the tender, and we get 2. We did the tender, and we got 2 offers total 200 gigawatt hours. So 14 months ago, we are in a situation where winter is coming. We know that we require the fossil fuels for peak loads, and peak load means that if it goes below 0, or actually +2 or 3, then we are going to use the peak load fuels. And there is an obvious shortage of natural gas in the system. It is so obvious that Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and Finland, within its connected grid, has annual consumption of 60 terawatt hours of natural gas. And accounting the storage in Latvia, in Čukalns, and accounting for Klaipėda terminal in Lithuania, we have maximum 40 terawatt hours in the system. So no molecules, no gas, and that is obvious. So what we did, or what the wake-up call is, second time in last 20 years, is that imported fossil fuels are great risk to continuity or to provide vital service. Imported fossil fuels, you can Google very easy, 2006 Russia-Ukraine gas war was the phase 1, when Russia used energy as a weapon against Ukraine and actually the whole Europe, and it cut the pressure in European gas network, which resulted that we got from our TSO the letter in 2006 that, hey, within 3 hours you have to be ready to replace the fuel source with something else. Thank you. After that, 2009, first CHP, biomass-based CHP was erected in Tallinn, and subsequently also waste-to-energy plant, Bionefit Green, and our 2 further CHPs. So where we stand at the moment is on our pathway from 100% fossil fuels dependency. We are -70 compared to 2009. So energy dilemma, which in essence means that we have to provide energy as a vital service to our customers at any time, so it's continuity, with environmentally friendly way and with affordable price. The first and sort of very important part of it is the business continuity or continuity. So if energy is not there, it's a problem. Relying on imported fossil fuels is not only an environmental issue for our corner of the world, but it's a security issue. Luckily enough, there is a tailwind. European Union has adopted its plan to go carbon neutral 2050, Estonia 2035, and we laid down our plan in Utilitas to be carbon neutral in 2030. What it means? It means that we would like to show, according to regulation, we have to show the production mix or carbon footprint to our customers. And by latest 2030, we would like to show that the number of fossil fuel is 0. But already today, given the account that we produce green energy or green electricity, we push out oil shale or other fossil-based fuels, so we can say that our handprint today is already positive. We produce more green energy than we consume. However, we would like to produce 0. And this is our pathway from 2008 till 2000. And the plans which Mayor was referring earlier are also visible by the chart. So what are we doing? As noted, lower hanging fruits are already harvested. We have erected, or in Tallinn, there are 4 high technology cogeneration plants, 3 biomass and 1 waste to energy. We are moving on from this phase. So we're installing additional features to our system. It's called flue gas condenser. Second step, the first step is already installed, which means in human language that the air that is coming out of chimney is not 150 degrees, but it's 50. The heat is taken out and inserted to the district heating network. Now we have installed in Mustamäe the second stage flue gas condenser, which means that heat pump takes additional temperature out. So from the chimney out it goes is plus 20. Heat pumps, of course, require electricity. And very important part of our transition is sector coupling. Electricity, where we can have electricity? Well, we build the wind parks, obviously. It is not the obvious thing to do. You can ask, why didn't you do it in the beginning? Well, because the gas is cheap. And it used to be cheap, and to build such a machinery, it's not, it's cost efficient, cost analysis. However, we are there. We are going to build them also in the eastern part of town to VAO CHPs, and this is sort of invisible projects that are already ongoing. The two more sort of renowned projects that we are ongoing are that we are already in tender phase to construct the wastewater heat pumps in Tallinn wastewater treatment plant in Paljassaare. That should replace, or that production should give us additional fair share of gas removal. And we are in investigative phase with seawater heat pumps. Seawater in this region does not mean that we are taking the plus 20 degrees water to inlets and with heat pumps we heat it up to 80 or whatever is required. Seawater in this region is cold. Unfortunately for us, it's also not salty, which means that the freezing temperature of seawater is minus 0.2, which means that it freezes near the shore. So in order to get the energy in winter, where we actually require, by the way, the difference in peak loads in summer and winter are tenfold in heat. Electricity threefold. So we don't need heat pumps in summer. We have enough of heat available. We need it in winter. In winter, the sea freezes. So in order to use seawater in winter, we have to go deep. Deep means that we have to go 10 kilometers out of Tallinn Bay, which yields us minus 70 meters from sea surface. We go below the freezing part. We have done measurements, and it seems that in that depth there is a +4 annually. Degrees +4 you can already start to use and put to work of our citizens. Of course, it's a very expensive project, and this can be only accomplished together with expensive on monetary wise and also expensive on resources wise, because to put down 2 meter diameter pipes to the seabed is a hell of a adventure, and it takes time and effort also to engineering wise to engineer it. So these are very important projects we're up to. If we complete them both, then we have for sure less than 10%, actually less than 5% of gas usage. And then if it's such a small quantity, you can already replace it with biogas or anything. However, it's only one pillar. The second pillar of district heating is, of course, the transmission network, or in simple words, pipes. In order to use the heat pumps in the system, the temperature in the pipes has to be significantly less than it used to be. So the Tallinn district heating started in 1959, and then it was designed for the temperature of 150 degrees. In order the heat pumps to work efficiently, it has to be 80 degrees. In order to achieve in existing city the drop of T1, one needs to replace the pipes in order to hike the pressure in the pipes. So we are in our way to reconstruct all the pipeworks in the city. It is not happening instantly, but we are 65% done. 15 kilometers per annum, and we complete this task in 2034. We cannot dig up the whole city, even we don't like it. So these two pillars, investments to production capacity and investments to pipeworks, installing renewables, because in summer, it's very obvious that there is enough wind and solar, and the heat pumps can work based on completely on green energy. Innovative part is that if the seawater project is done, then there is a free cooling for district cooling networks that we are installing in Tallinn as we speak, and the energy efficiency of that network is tremendous. But big changes are accomplished only together. It's us as an energy company. We have to make these investments to make sure that they are technologically viable. For the citizens, it's also the new investments are not coming free of charge. The capital expenditure is there, and they are not coming sort of for free. But what we will achieve together is that we will achieve the stability or price stability of the network. And last but not least, of course, the public sector cooperation is vital. In order to obtain for a permit for sea pipe, which I described slightly, there were 26 different instances that had to broadcast their opinion on that. 26. And this was only to start the permit discussion, or start the permit process. So, and as well as Madam Commissioner mentioned the support grants, because to achieve the green transition is not in the Tallinn citizens only, but it's a European-wide task. Big changes are accomplished only together, and that's my sort of key message. Thank you, and together we can put all our energy towards ensuring clean future for cities.
Thank you very much, Robert. If anyone from the audience has a question you would like to put forward, let's try this good old-fashioned microphone grabbing technique. And if there's none, we will move forward, because time is running faster today than it was running yesterday. I don't see a sea of hands waving, so we'll move forward. Thank you very much, Robert, for a great presentation.
Thank you.